For 20 years, our house has experienced a lot.
He's back! Are you kidding me?
Triumph, defeat, heartbreak, euphoria. It's been home to legends, and legends in the making. We've watched homegrown kids grow up here and welcomed friends who became family.
The ballpark is in a frenzy!
Like our fans, this place has developed a reputation. And that's just the way we like it. In a city bursting at the seams with history, our house has had its fair share.
Howling drive, way out of here!
Grand Slider, Victorino! The Philadelphia Phillies are going to the World Series!
But it's not time to harp on history.
It's time to make more history.
He's gonna just watch it go!
Our team story is not done.
Never say die, Tom.
It's barely been written.
Something's brewing with this team, John.
We're here for the long haul and the long ball.
That one is gonna be long gone!
It's been a fun 2 decades,
Son of a gun, I love this place.
but this is the only looking back we're doing
With a rainmaker!
because we're tired of knocking on the door. It's time to kick it down.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sorry in Advance. There was a gnat flying in my face, like right as the camera started. So, hello, everyone. Sorry, that just took me completely by surprise. So we're in the middle of a Phillies game right now, and the Phillies are winning 3-0. Much different performance than the last time we faced Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, we had 35,000 strikeouts.
Yes, in 3 innings. So, and Trey Turner is what, 2 for 3 right now? 3 for 3.
You're faster than me.
You know what oh, this is MLB.com.
Yeah, well, wait. Do you have the Scores app? Because that's very fast. That's like 30 seconds ahead of my TV.
It's a hell of a lot better than live betting on DraftKings or FanDuel.
Yeah, I'm about
It's
to
like
just
a minute and a half off.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, actually, while the intro was playing? Because somebody posted a thing bashing Johan Rojas. Does anybody ever remember ever hearing Johan Rojas' name before the Phillies randomly brought him up in 23?
No.
Like, we've been hearing about Aiden Miller, Andrew Painter, Mick Abel, McGarry.
They just brought him up.
Crawford. Yeah, we've been hearing about them, like, since they drafted them. And now I'm just like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, the Phillies brought up Rojas, and then it was all of a sudden like we're supposed to just be enamored with this kid.
Yeah, like they forced it on us.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
They forced it on us. And then the crazy part was they were like, "Oh yeah, he's a top prospect," and I was thinking to myself, I was like, I never even heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know why I just thought about that. I was just like, I don't think I ever remember
probably because of
Johan Rojas' name.
It's probably because of the shit play that he had in center field a couple hours ago or an hour ago.
And previously, hey Donna, how are you?
Hey Donna, he did just hit a home run though today.
Yeah, cool. And I'll see the second one next year. Because I was looking at his standard batting stats and which again, this is all the analytical portion, which I don't really like, but it made me laugh because I'm like, it looks like they just throw letters together. But his RBAT, his RBAT, which is the number of runs better or worse than the average player was as a hitter. And for his career in 3 years, he's minus 16, which is
nice. That's great.
So, anyway, that's we'll leave Johan Rojas at that. Good, just at work. Well, thanks for as always, dude. This gnat, oh my god, it's gonna bother me the whole episode. Thanks for hanging out, Donna. So we're gonna get right into this because the Phillies are winning, and Bryce Harper just lined out to Nathaniel Lowe. Excuse me. First thing we want to do is obviously, ironically, because Trey Turner is in leadoff instead of Kyle Schwarber. But one of the biggest things that I see still talked about is Kyle Schwarber needs to be moved back to the leadoff spot. And I see like Ruben Amaro has talked about it a little bit on Twitter and on the radio sometimes. And between Stott being leadoff, Schwarber being at leadoff, and Turner, it's just I'm fine with Stott actually because Stott's
So
been
am I. It's
pretty
been
good.
all right.
So, and I mean, I was just where I was like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm not comparing him to Ohtani, but like when you have someone like Ohtani who, but will hit 300 probably, can hit 100 something RBIs and crush 40, 50 home runs as your leadoff hitter, that's pretty cool too. But I mean, just throwing it out there right now that Kyle Schwarber is batting a cool 248. So,
But he just hit a home run today.
yeah, yes, an opposite field home run.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen many of those.
No. He's definitely not Ryan Howard.
No. I hope not, because that was Ryan Howard at the end of his career when he just started like hitting them all opposite field and then barely getting out.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to look at this here's in the 9 games that Kyle Schwarber has been leadoff. Are we better with him at leadoff? And it's kind of funny to look at because at leadoff, and again, it's only 9 games, not including today. So technically it would be 4 and 4 home runs.
Yeah.
But I mean, 9 games at leadoff, he was 7 for 35, which is a 200 average, which was pretty much his whole entire Phillies career. No doubles. I laughed that I had to put the triple stat in there because he does have one this year.
Yeah, he does.
He does, but not out of the leadoff spot. 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, 6 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Now, granted, I'm not saying that's him leading off to start the game. That's him in the leadoff spot. Him batting 3rd or 4th, because the only other 2 spots he's batted. 19 games, 17 for 64, which is a 266 average. He's hitting 66 points better. 2 doubles, 1 triple, now 4 home runs. And I believe it was a 2-run home run today, right?
I think.
Home run, first sitting on 1 out. Yes, so it would be 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. Do you have any strikeouts today? He does. So it would be 14 walks and 12 strikeouts. So he's walking more since now batting behind Harper.
Which makes sense.
This is not a normal lineup. You would not call Schwarber batting 3rd on any other team, I could say.
Yeah, no. The lineup is it's not like you said, it's not your typical lineup.
No. It's just interesting to see because it's like when you question, do we just put him back at leadoff? I'm like, well, it made no sense to me, and we brought this up 100 times on why people would just continuously start the game off with a first pitch fastball down the middle. Like it was all the time,
night and day too. Like even in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just you're watching this, and I'm like, are they telling him what's coming? Like it was laughable when we were on our run.
I think they said like I forget who said it. I think it was like one of the TBS announcers actually said they actually have to have the scoreboard up onto the TV, and they can't announce the player. They don't announce the players like through the lineup until after Schwarber bats because he's gonna hit a home run.
All right. It just got stupid after a while because I was just like, I don't understand why you continuously throw this man a fastball down the middle.
Even last year in the playoffs with against Senga.
Yeah, I mean that was like the only run we had was that the only run we had?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
So that was just laughable. But again, I mean, it's them still trying to figure out the lineup, and I was completely wrong in the beginning of the year when I said Harper wouldn't bat 2nd because that was just. I really didn't think because I'm used to your best hitter batting 3rd. And that's where I figured, all right, if they bat him 3rd continuously, Schwarber would be 4th. You just have back-to-back lefties, which is fine because there's more righty pitchers in the league than lefties. So, but it's not. This lineup changes all the time, especially when Bohm is now becoming more reliable, it seems like.
Don't jinx it.
All right, I won't jinx anything, so just don't look at what happens with the Phillies now.
Yep, there it is.
Luis Garcia just hit a home run. So it's 3-1 Phillies in the top of the 6th. That's all right. You know why? Because Wheeler had 5 strikeouts. Only 4 hits. Still a good game. So I don't know. It's funny just to look at because it's where do you go with Schwarber? Does this lineup ever stay the same? Does it depend on the pitcher? Because I think it's just crazy. Like so many teams just have a leadoff hitter. It doesn't matter if you're facing a lefty or a righty, which is where I thought we used to be with Stott.
That's where I thought we were with Stott. Obviously, Marsh. Everyone else, to be honest with you. The younger guys, but I like Kyle Schwarber's been hitting lefties really well.
Yeah, obviously.
Really well. Yeah.
Stott's just not back there yet, and I don't know why. Because it's a lot of times like even with just not fighting pitches off. It seems like it's such a baseball thing now too with players that they, instead of fighting off pitches or trying to stay alive in a count, they'd rather argue the third called strike instead of just. I feel like we learned in Little League, if it's anything close, you got to swing to make contact, even to foul it off. Them, it's a pitch down the middle, and they just stand there. Or if it's low, and I'm like, if it's near the plate, try and fight
swing.
It off for the hit. Swing the bat. Like
I also
they just want to get up and look at the umpire and complain, and I'm like, no. First off, it was a strike, and second, it was a half an inch off the plate. Swing the bat, dude.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think if they do end up implementing that rule with the challenges, it's just going to create more of a headache.
I agree. What's up, John?
What's up, John?
I also feel like I'm fine with it, especially because of the fact that it doesn't take long at all. Somehow challenges still take forever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With Stott, it makes no sense. Like he's not hitting the ball to the opposite field as much. It seems like pitchers are just coming right after him. Even when they're throwing it down the middle, he's not making good contact. And I just feel like he's just not. I don't know. I don't know if is he going to be your leadoff hitter? It's just I would love to have a set lineup once in a while. Not
it'll never happen. It won't happen with this core.
No,
it really won't. This is not 2008, 2009 where nobody moved in the lineup for years.
Yeah. I also feel like it's at the point where is anybody? And I said this the other day. I'm like, is anybody scared of this lineup anymore? They're coming right after all of them.
I mean, like I said before, they don't have the pop that they had before.
No, I mean they showed it in the Cubs series. They had the
Windy City.
Yeah, the Cubs were the worst bullpen or second worst or whatever bullpen in baseball, and that's why I posted on Facebook. I'm like, watch this, watch how good they do against the Phillies, and they mowed them down. Colin Ray had the best game. I don't know if it's of his career, but of the season because they didn't even sign him to be a starter. They signed him to be a reliever. He had a career high in strikeouts. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now. That anytime I see somebody who's just take the under in strikeouts, I'm like, if they're playing the Phillies, you
take the over.
Take the over +7.
Yeah.
Because this team can't, for some reason, make contact. It's aggravating as all hell.
Like I said, I just think they're just a little bit too old.
And
I don't know how they're going to be able to wake up as the season goes on and it gets hotter. I mean, unless they got one more run in them, I don't see them. I mean, it's just a struggle.
Yeah, they just don't. Nothing about them looks reliable. Looks consistent. Looks. But again, I mean, that was the whole point of, I feel like, this episode. It was just all right, when they play the Cubs. And, I mean, you just look at this is the whole entire schedule up through the Cubs series.
They got destroyed in New York.
They got embarrassed. Even the 5-4 loss and the 4-3 loss, it was just embarrassing games.
The extra inning game with Romano. I mean,
yeah. It's if you don't score 2 runs, you're probably going to lose an extra inning game.
Yeah, and their best series, obviously, was against the Dodgers.
John says we got to make a trade and shake things up.
Well, I don't know what you're trading.
It's yeah. Who are you trading? I
Yeah.
feel like that's what it is who you trading because they don't want to get rid of Miller, they don't want to get rid of Painter,
Painter.
and they're not getting rid of Crawford, and they already said they're untouchable.
And not only that, I mean, if he's talking about trading somebody on the big league roster, like a big name, you're gonna have to eat money.
Right. And who's going to want them?
Yeah, exactly.
But again, and who are you trading on the big league roster if you're fighting for a
Try-
playoff spot?
Yeah, they're like I said, they're kind of stuck with what they have, and they just got to hope that they have one more run in them.
Right now, you pray that Taijuan Walker keeps doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pretty soon they're gonna have a 6-man rotation.
Yeah. But I mean, you look at the first series, and that's the thing at the bottom right where I put their run and their 15 wins, they have 94 runs scored and 50 runs scored against. But when you look at all the wins, it's like the first one against Washington, 7-3, 11-6. But then this other stat is in their losses, they've scored 30 runs and been scored 74 times against, which seems to be a common thing. It's just like when they're losing, it seems like they're losing bad, either not scoring at all. I'm not saying getting blown out all the time, but it's a lot of runs getting brought up. Like they lost 5-1 in that third game of the Washington series. And then they won in the Colorado series, they won by 5, they won by 4, and then won by 2.
Yeah,
Beat the Dodgers, but then a lot. It's just like
their best game. Their best game was against the Dodgers when they won 3-2.
Yeah, it showed so much of the team, and it was a good game.
Yeah, it was a
great
playoff
game to start the and that's why I saw somebody put that's why the Dodgers don't really people don't freak out like Philly fans are right now about the team is because like they know what the team can do. They're not worried about early results and everything like that. I mean, it's just their series that like too when you watch them, like the Braves series, I'm like, these were close games. You lost by 2, you won by 1, you lost by 2. I'm like, right, but they weren't good games by us. They just weren't. We didn't look good. The St. Louis series, you didn't score the first two of the 3 games, and you scored 1 run. So you essentially lost that series, and you only scored 4 runs, but you gave up 10.
I think the most frustrating series, other than the Mets series, was the Giants series. I mean, you got blown out twice.
Absolutely. And you split with them. I think that's the thing too. You lost 10-4 in the first game. You won 6-4, lost 11-4, and won 6-4.
Yeah.
So 4 was the magic number of that series, but it's just like when it seems like they're losing, it's like bad losses. Like that, even the wins, that 11-10 win against Miami where Romano gave up 6 runs. Like,
oh, Jesus.
There was no reason that should have been like. You figure you take away 6 runs, you're at 68 runs against it, and 44 runs. Like you have a differential of 50 runs in your wins at this point, but you don't. But still, every game counts, and what has to change to do it. Yeah, I just. It's like you look at the results. Like, okay, here the perfect example is the Mets series. Did it feel like we lost those close games, like they were close games? It felt like
no,
we were gonna lose.
Yeah, I like after the first game that we lost to the Mets, I just knew they were going to get swept. They never play well at Citi Field at all. I mean, never. Bryce Harper stinks at Citi Field. I don't know what.
I just something's up with him, man. He is not.
No, and I knew once that game went into extras, and I was coming home from work, and they said that Castellanos was on third. I think it was like the 10th inning, and they didn't send him. I'm like, they're going to lose this game. I don't care if they have if they're leading by 1 run. I was like, Romano's coming in this game. They're going to lose it.
Like Harper right now, I'm not gonna count here. Let me change this real quick. I don't want to do last 10 games because that would count 1 game from the the Giant series. So in the last 9 games, he's hitting 171 with 6 hits, a home run, 7 RBIs, and 4 runs scored.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem.
Just something's up. And then, like they said, like, oh, when it's when he's gonna when he gets hot, like when he feels locked in, and he said it, and then he had a home run, and then I'm like, all right, and then that was it. Like, that was
It
it.
looks like it also looks like when he does make contact, like what seems like it's hard contact, it's not going out of the ballpark.
No, and I'm
Even
just
like in Chicago, when he hit that double, that
Yeah.
should have been going.
right. And again, it's just like, what do you like? Do you blame it on the ballpark? Like, I saw they said it was windy, it was going to be blowing in left or right, but it's like, all right, it's like that. Does that screw left-handed hitters?
Kepler didn't have an issue.
No. So it's like, but Kepler's not so far this year, not a home run hitter, but
No.
Kepler seemed to be all right hitting there.
Yeah.
So it's just something's like, it just seems so off. It's just we can't put everything together all at once. The bullpen, obviously, that's a whole topic in itself. And only upside is we aren't as bad as the Rockies. Yeah, 4 wins and 24 losses. That's
That team
really
shouldn't
thought-
even exist anymore.
I mean, pretty much, except for Hunter Goodman, who's having a crazy year.
Yeah, but you know what though? I mean, think about it. All these whenever there's bad teams, there's always one person that's good.
I mean, yeah, I used to be
And
Charlie
then you and then you put them on a different team, and then
He's
they
garbage.
suck. Yeah, they're just terrible.
right. So yeah, I just I don't. It's like I keep trying to put my finger like on exactly what it is to try and figure it out, and I'm like, it seems like it's everything. When we hit, Nola's pitching, like
yeah,
when we don't hit and he goes 7 innings, it's like
I just think it just this season just has a feel of like 2012.
Yeah, I'm not to the point where I'm like it's the end.
Yeah.
But
no, me neither. It just feels that way.
It's just there's so much not clicking, and there's so much. It just you get reminded of everything that is wrong. Like Trey Turner, I'm glad that he's 3 for 3 today, but again, like his batting average is what 250. No, excuse me, that's 283. Holy shit! I would have really thought
it was 262 before today.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, man. It's so aggravating. He's hitting 283 with 1 home run, 10 RBIs. I don't even remember him stealing 6 bases. Like I feel like I don't.
When was his home run?
Great question.
Because I don't remember that either.
April 9th. So that was against the Braves. It was the go-ahead home run.
Okay.
I mean, Schwarber's last home run they said was the 18th.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Now, hopefully,
long time for Schwarber.
It is, but it's also April.
It's June. It's June. It is June from here on out. So yeah, I feel like I just when I saw like these results and I was looking at all right, what were the runs scored so far and everything, I'm like, damn man, it's like when we lose, we just don't score. Now, granted, it's not every game, there's a lot of 1-run losses in that, but again, it just feels worse when you're watching it.
Yeah, I know.
When you combine them all together.
Because when they lose a series, like you said, everything that's wrong with this team shows up.
Yeah, at once.
It's not even, and it's in the string of the games that they lose. It's like everything like the pitching sucks, and the hitting sucks.
So then the other thing I wanted to get into was surprisingly looking at a lot of numbers for this team. I just again watching this team at bat and the fact that we have the 6th best, which would be 6th lowest as a good thing, chase rate is I'm like, how is everybody else so bad that because I'm not watching all their games that when I watch my team and I'm so aggravated that we're really not that bad at chasing balls?
That's not even what shocks me. The thing that shocks me the most is that they're top 10 and with runners in scoring position.
I seriously looked at it and I was like, when?
Because
how that made no sense to me whatsoever. I'm like, are they combining stats from last year? Like, how? I don't understand. Like the walks, fine, but then I'm like, there's no way that walks I wanted to try and find, but I still don't know how to completely work Baseball Reference or MLB to be like, all right, of the 120 walks, how many scored? Because I can tell you, everybody who walks or gets on because of an error against us usually ends up scoring. It
Yep.
happens all the time. When it's us, we ground into a double play on the first pitch. We could walk 3 times in a row, bases loaded, no outs, and we will ground to a double play to the pitcher. It's unbelievable how often this team grounds into double plays, specifically
I know.
JT.
Yeah.
I said that to John Wilcox actually the other day because I said JT should change his initials to DP. And then again, it's like only 22 home runs so far, which is 25th. And I'm like, that doesn't look good for a home run hitting team, which is pretty much what we are.
Who relies on the home run to win.
Who relies on the home run, but still, in second place with the Braves coming up our ass real quick.
Yeah, I know, because I've seen that they're getting on a little bit of a roll.
Yes, they are, which you knew they were.
No,
Spencer Strider's already on the IL, so.
Yeah. Well, you knew that was coming.
Did you see the list, by the way, of Dodgers
Yes.
pitchers
I
who are on
think
the IL?
I think I sent it to you.
Did you? Yeah, that might have been one. It was.
There's only 3 healthy starting pitchers.
It's insane. It is. I don't think I've ever
rotation.
seen that before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Where I'm just like, that's literally like a whole pitching staff, including the bullpen. Like for some teams,
And they were all acquisitions.
Yeah. Yeah. Acquisitions.
Yeah.
What are they?
I'm tired.
Being shit. And I just laughed, and I looked, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Clayton Kershaw. I was like, has he even pitched this year yet? And I just looked, and I'm like, he hasn't even pitched yet. Like
and he's always hurt.
Right. And I'm like, you're going to keep signing this man. Like, if he thinks he can pitch, I mean, it's like, he's one of them players like where it's like, all right, do right by the player, sign him, give him a chance. I'm like, yo, how about that hometown discount, bud? I'm not paying you $10 million when you're telling me I'm not going to be able to start you for the first 2-3 months of the season. What the hell am I paying you for? That
man should have retired 5-6 years ago.
He doesn't. It's not even like he needs the money.
No.
Stop it. The 3.42 ERA for starters. Could you imagine? We'd probably be in first place if it wasn't for Nola.
Yeah,
including Taijuan Walker. I never thought I would say that this year.
I think we would be in first place if it wasn't for the bullpen. Actually, solely on Jordan Romano.
Probably because Joe Ross isn't as bad as I thought when I actually looked into it. Ruiz, I know we've said it 1,000 times.
We don't like him. Yeah.
Alvarado's been doing his thing. Strom really kind of seemed off a little bit in the beginning, but has kind of come back. Like I said, Joe Ross hasn't been bad. Tanner Banks. Tanner Banks or Tanner Scott?
Tanner Banks. We don't have Tanner Scott. Tanner Banks.
Yeah. Okay. Tanner Banks, Phillies. Yes, thank you. Sorry, Tanner Scott is who we all wanted, and the Phillies never went out and got him.
No, they went and out and got the other Tanner.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because the Dodgers got him for a bag of peanuts. So
yeah.
But I mean, even him, like he's got a sub-3 ERA. So you really figure if you look at it, yeah, it's probably like for the bullpen and Nola are now. Granted, we're second worst, which is. I need to put like out of 30 teams, we're 29th, which is not good. But again, you take out Romano's 14 ERA. I'm curious what that would really be yet.
But still, it shouldn't be that.
Mm-mm. No, it shouldn't be 5.28 ERA, especially because like when you look at how good Alvarado, excuse me, I'm sorry, how Alvarado's been. Damn it, why can't this thing sucks? ESPN, get your shit together.
And it makes me mad because Aroldis Chapman was just sitting out there, and you could have signed him.
It's so funny looking at that too, because I remember you saying like 7 times the last 7 years, go get Aroldis Chapman. And
dude, he's throwing 103 miles an hour still.
I know. He might not
just
know where
go
he's
and
going
get him
anymore, but
just go get him. Like, I don't understand. Like, he signed with Pittsburgh last year.
It's funny. To me, it's funny. So let me see here. All right. So let's see. ERA. So right now, Jesus is your starter. Oh, Jose Alvarado, 198 ERA. Matt Strahm, 309. Immediately almost 2 runs higher. Tanner Banks, 386. That just jumped up from his last one, I think. Because he was like 270. Joe Ross, 502. Kirkering, 523. Jose
Yeah, he's been
Ruiz,
bad.
540. Carlos Hernandez, 720.
I've never seen pitch.
Carlos Hernandez? That's what I said. I looked and I'm like, what do you mean 9 games? Where the hell is he played 9 games?
And why is his ERA so high? Because I don't ever remember seeing him come in.
Well, he's pitched 10 innings and he's given up 8 runs.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
7 walks. I don't know, dude. It's the people who have the lowest WAR, which I still don't. It's again, that's stupid shit. Is him and Romano.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the highest WAR pitching on our team?
Luzardo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do you think has second highest?
Sanchez.
Wheeler and Sanchez are tied.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I think we're moving on to possibly our last topic because Scott's tired. This 4:30 in the morning stuff's got to be killing you. So anyway, all right.
This is so funny.
This is funny because we did this before, and I'm just like, well, has it been 40 years yet? And I'm like, no, not quite. So, or not 40 years. Jesus. If it was, 2000 or 19, whatever, you know what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
It would have been 2020. So what? 80, 90,
45.
2000, yeah. So 45. What the hell kind of math are we doing right now?
1980 plus 20
2008.
is 2000, right?
Right?
Okay.
To 2008, so that's 28 years.
Oh, I was going from 1980 to 2025.
I'm like, wait a minute. So then that's why I'm just like, all right, so that's 28 years. And I'm like, so 2008 to 2000 to plus 28 would be 2036. I'm like, do we have to wait another 2036? Or wait another? Jesus. Yeah, we're going to wait another 2036 years.
Bryce Harper and Trey Turner will still be playing.
Yeah, they'll be ground into dust on the field making plays. It's funny. Sean's laughing, and Scott in his mind is like, it's not funny. But it's, you look at stuff like this, and I feel like there's a point where we could do this every year or every day or every month with our team.
They do.
There's
an account for it on Twitter. 2008 Phillies. I forget who.
45 guys. Maybe I'm more tired than you. I don't know. So, what the hell were we saying? Shit. Jesus. So yes, we'll have to wait 45 more guys.
Look at that. Matt Strahm just let up a run.
Yep, that's right. CJ Abrams, baby, let's go. He's gonna go gambling right across the street when he's done.
I was gonna say that with Allen Iverson.
Does Allen Iverson even have money?
Yeah, he lives in Philly Live.
It's all
he lives in the VIP suite, dude.
Yeah, it's all comped. I don't know. All right, so yeah, hopefully we don't have to wait until 2036, or we don't have to wait another 2036 years.
I love how they have just Castellanos as the picture. Like, you couldn't have put like Bryce Harper or like.
Yeah, you're putting Mike Schmidt, Chase Utley, and then
it's Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos. It's just like, wait a minute. Cameron says, gotta love it. It's just like, wait a minute. No. Nick Castellanos in no way is the face of this team. Granted, I have no problem with his comments and interviews with people, but I don't make him the face with Mike Schmidt and Chase Utley.
Like, what are we
I'm
doing?
sure some people will probably argue that Utley shouldn't be on there. I'm not one of them.
I mean, I don't know who else should be, but that's another topic.
You
want to
put Rollins on there? Or we
get out of here.
I said I don't agree. I think Utley should be on there. Hello, mother. But I don't know. So anyway, to end this, the Phillies currently
We're gonna blow this
are-
game.
Will you please, son of a bitch? Your negativity is killing me. You might be right, but still. Someone wait, it just said perfect game watch on the Yankees game.
I know the Yankees had 3 home runs in a row again. The first 3 batters.
Again, I know.
They got new
I
bats.
never. Oh, no wonder it went away because as soon as I clicked on the MLB page, it was just like Nick Matteo gets a single.
They got new bats again.
You're welcome. Well, they had to put Charlie Morton in. They had to burn a starter. Okay. So for the rest of the series, it is going to be who's pitching? Luzardo probably tomorrow, right?
And then Walker's third. I think.
So,
Walker's Thursday.
Sanchez is going tomorrow. Well, that's good to
And
know.
then
He's
Walker's Thursday.
okay. So it's Sanchez against Jake Irvin tomorrow at 6:45. That should be another W, but who the hell knows? And then Thursday it's Walker against Brad Lord. I swear to God, I never thought I would see Tom and Walker 4 starts in with a 2.78 ERA.
I know.
That's I don't know. I'm not even trying to be deep about it anymore.
The only thing I'm going to say is that it's going to be telling if they can at least take 2 or 3 from Washington. It's going to be telling against when they play Arizona this weekend.
Yeah, because Arizona is getting their ass kicked right now.
Yeah, but Arizona has our number for some reason.
Yes. Well, that's not hard to have.
No.
So that's an easy road to travel on. But I think we've said, how many times have we said this, that's a series that you really need to come out and put up a fight and show,
that we belong.
Yeah. And it's, let me see, where was it? They're losing 8-1. Milwaukee's winning. They're losing 2-1 to the White Sox. So that's cool. Nothing makes sense anymore. I swear to God.
This is why I don't bet on baseball anymore.
Dude, it's my fault. It's my fault. So, but other than that, I agree. It's definitely a telling series. Just, I don't even, I saw it wasn't listed who we're facing. You're probably going to face Burns. I don't know who's the last time he pitched.
Gallon. Which we hit well.
We do, actually, but
I'm not going to lie. I don't think he has, good stuff. Great
not
stuff.
Not anymore. He's not having a good year.
No, but I'm saying even 2 years ago, I didn't think he had great stuff.
I mean, he's good. I'm not going to take that away from him, but I mean, it's like you said, he's not April 24th. So that was what, Thursday? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so at least probably pitching tomorrow.
As long as we don't face Brandon Flat or whatever.
Yeah. We actually might not face Burns from the way it looks.
Good.
That's it. Yeah, I don't think, because if he's probably going to pitch tomorrow or Thursday, so yeah, that was all I had. Did you have anything?
No, just hopefully the Phillies can come out with 2 series wins.
Maybe, just maybe, they will score more than 3 runs against the friggin' Nationals
in 3 games.
Yes. I apologize. I didn't add that part up. All right. Donna, John, Mother, and Cameron, thanks for hanging out. And we will see you guys. I don't know when. Who knows? Just for the love of God. Can we just have a 2 winning series in a row?
Yeah.
Let's blow everybody out. All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Later.